Hey everyone, I'm back at the range, indoor range today. I'm going to be taking a look at my Model 629 5-inch 44 Magnum from Smith Wesson. I've got some 44 special loads and I've got some bare loads. Some pretty hot HSM bare loads. I believe they are 230 grain, but I will flash up top what actually the grain sizes are on those loads. And then I have just some regular 44 special loads. This is the first time kind of taking a look at this gun. I really love it. Came with a pretty heavy double action trigger and fairly light and crisp single action trigger, but now I have put in a TK Customs trigger spring kit and have modified this to be about a 7.5 pound trigger. When I get back home, I'll show you that on the thing, on the caliber or on the measure trigger pull gauge, and then I will also show you the single action, but it's really smooth, really crisp. Excited to test it out. One important thing, if you do any upgrades on this, you need to make, especially on the hammer springs, you need to make sure that the hammer is still striking hard enough in order to ignite the round. So doing function testing, especially important after every time you do anything to a gun, but it's really important on this. When I first did it, I had a super awesome 6-pound double action trigger. Not sure why you'd really want that light, but I was super happy with it, but it only worked like half the time, meaning it didn't exactly get strong enough primers or strikes on the primers in order to send the bullet down range. So this is I'm just going to be making sure that this trigger weight, which I have tested at some other times, but I've now tighted the spring, the hammer spring, or into the gun, and so I'm just going to be testing it out today and giving you just a test. Philosophy of use for this gun is really a bear gun, backcountry gun, and fun gun at the range. Certainly don't want to conceal carry it. I do have an awesome just in case holster. I would say a little bit of a barbecue gun is also what it's laid out to be. I have some other grips. I have a Hogue grip, and then I have a Pachmayr grip. The Hogue grip came with the gun, the Pachmayr grip that I bought also. I also have some thoughts in the state of Pennsylvania. You can do handgun shooting, but it has to be basically a revolver. It can't be a semi-auto type gun. So it could be other types of guns, but it just can't be a semi-auto. So this is also a deer hunting gun. So let's take it to the next level and just do some shooting and function testing with it. Okay, first up, I'm just going to load in some of these 44 special loads. It's a 6-cylinder, 6-shot. I really enjoy shooting the 44 special. I will admit I do not enjoy shooting the bare loads that are true 44 Magnum loads. So as you saw, I did get one light primer strike. So one of these was a light primer strike, so that could be that I do not have the hammer spring up enough. Could also be that it was a dud round. I did get a strike on it. It does look a little lighter than the other ones that were on there. I'm not sure what happened. Definitely looks different than the rest of them. So let me load up a few more. This time I'm just going to be loading 5. So I will get one missed cylinder, or I will get one shot that doesn't fire. Hopefully I can load it up in the right way. It should be the last one that doesn't fire. Okay. So I'm not exactly sure if I am getting this right. Let me put this other one in. Test fire again. It did. I think I need to go to just a little bit heavier, make an adjustment on this. Go to just a little bit heavier of a camera or of a hammer spring load up. I'll just tighten it just a little bit just to make sure that we're getting a good, strong, tight feel on it. And I'll be back, and then we'll shoot the bear loads. Okay, I just tightened up the spring just a little bit more. Hopefully that gives a little bit better reliability. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to put these bear loads in. These are bad mama jamas. I do not enjoy shooting them. I've got to build up my tolerance. And so this is practice. Here we go. Don't laugh. Yowzas. 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 Whew. Okay. All right. That was the 4. Okay. So let's just talk just a little bit. Looks like the gun is working. Really like the Smith Wesson. It's a cool classic gun. I have these wood grips that I put on. Those are not the best for shooting it. Those are pretty spicy loads though. One thing to consider with the Smith & Wesson 629 Model 29, they really shouldn't use plus P. That's from the manufacturer. That's also from people with practical experience. If you really want those plus P rounds, which those were not, you really need to go with a Ruger or another brand, but definitely not the Smith & Wesson. But I can't even imagine shooting some of those heavier loads. I can't imagine shooting some of those, candidly, the 500 Magnum, other guns like that. That's enough jacking on my hands to make it hurt. And so, but I enjoy, I don't know, it's kind of fun to shoot a few rounds of it. It's kind of fun to, practice with the big bore. I'd love to get greater at it. I'd love to increase my grip strength, keep working on being able to handle the recoil better. It's a fun gun. It's also a really cool looking gun, pretty fun, amazing type of thing to play with. Let's just do final kind of look at it. Take a look at my shots down range. Not bad. I'm sure the 44 Magnum, I missed some other ones, but I'm at about 10 yards here. Okay, I'm back from the range, and I just want to do a quick little update. Looking at this Model 629, sorry about all the misspoken words in the previous parts of the video. I want to do a scale, trigger pull scale, and see what this trigger is pulling at now that we have it all set up. It should be somewhere around 7 pounds. So let's just do a couple of trigger pulls. And that one was around 6 pounds. Let's do a couple more. That was around 7 pounds. That was around 7 pounds. So I think it's about a 7 pound trigger pull. Also wanted to show off my just in case holster. This is why I call it a barbecue gun. So it just looks really cool, you have to admit. We got some rattlesnake skin that just in case actually himself, the guy who makes the holsters, he killed. This is the same snake skin that Chook's Outdoor Adventure uses, which is pretty cool, and a similar styled holster that he had for his 686. And I decided to get it for I like that style holster so much. I talked to him about it, and he said, look, I've got a little bit more rattlesnake skin left. And so I got a holster built just like that. Really happy with it. Again, it is much more of a fancy type, holster that I would use more for showing off as opposed to necessarily woods, but it really is my only holster for this gun at the moment. So anytime I carry this, I wear it in this holster. So that's about it. Really excited about this gun. Really enjoy it. Tell me which Dirty Harry gun, Model 29 Classic that you have. If you enjoy shooting these big bore revolvers, if this is too weak sauce for you and you like a 454 Casull or the 500 Magnum, well, let me know what type of big bore revolvers you like. please put it in the comments below, and please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.